What's up, guys? Long time no see. Today, we're working on Betsy, the lavender E36. It's been having some issues. It's got this on cold startup. It's got this weird, it's not a misfire. It revs to like 2K and then dies, and then revs to 2K and dies. It's almost like the throttle sensor isn't reading properly. So we're gonna look into that today. It's been getting progressively worse. I was gonna ignore it, but you know, if it shuts the engine down, you can't really ignore it too much anymore. So I've got my manual. We're gonna take a look at that, find the wiring diagram for the throttle body, see what wires do what. We'll measure resistance. We'll probably start the car. We'll go down there, we'll start the car, see if it makes a mistake or the issue. If it does, then I might try to get my scanner and, not scanner, the electricity measurer. Get that, check voltage, ground, ohms, all that fun jazz. And then we'll just go from there. If it's not that, I don't know. But yeah, let's pop open this old service manual. Start looking at some diagrams. Alright, so here's my good old service manual. It's seen better days. I've been trying to repair it though, keep it as nice as possible. If you guys don't have service manuals for your car, you are doing it wrong. Get one. It will save you so much searching online. It's insane. But, you know, first things first, this side can't really read off of, but luckily they copied on this side. I think they expected that to happen. We're looking for electricity. And then we're looking for probably general or maybe it's at the end of the diagram. We'll check 600 first, and then we'll go to the very end. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Now, guys, I'm not joking. It tells you how to do everything. Okay, like this. I could have used this whenever I was doing my tie rods. I didn't know that there's a washer that you have to bend. But yeah, we're different project, different day. 600, 610. 605, 3, 600. Let's take a look. Voltage and polarity, wire fuse relay, electrical system, safety precaution, electrical test equipment, wiring codes, abbreviations, voltage drop, voltage measuring, voltage drop testing, continue checking, short circuit. Okay. Electrical test equipment. I don't have any of those because it's OBD1 and no one has any of that equipment anymore. If you guys know where to get some OBD1 checking equipment, let me know. Alright? Let me know. Oh, that's kind of useful. The abbreviations and stuff. Oh. Okay, so it's not here. Let's go to the back of the book. All right, 98, 318. No, that's too early. Horns, anti-theft. Let's get to the front of this. Engine management, power distribution. Okay. ABS, airbag, conditioning, engine management, E70. All right. $77. 72, 70. 1.8 liter. I don't have a 1.8 liter. Got 2.5. It's a 93 to 95. But it's a 2 liter. 1 and 2. So 1, 2. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do some looking into this, and then we're gonna find out where the throttle body is located on one of these little blocks. See what wires are going where, and then we'll go downstairs. I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, so I just found the throttle position sensor. Apparently, it is red, yellow, brown, black, and then brown. And then if you go down, it shows sense ground, throttle position sense, and then 5-volt supply. So it should be getting 5 volts. There's one thing that we can check out, as well as checking the ohms on the T position sensor. That might give us a reading if this is bad. So we'll check that out. One thing I also saw, which was the idle speed control valve. This could also be a culprit. So we'll keep in mind for this. I have no clue where that's located. I completely forget. I think it's underneath the intake somewhere. But we'll check this one first. I really think it's a throttle, but it could be the idle. We'll figure it out. So we're looking for red, yellow, black, brown, and then brown. So let's go downstairs, see if the colors are the same. If they're not, well, coming back to the book. So I'll see you guys downstairs. Alright, what's up guys? We're in Betsy now, as you can see. Good old Betsy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start it. We'll see if it does the weird shit. I'll see if I can catch it on camera. If not, then you guys are just gonna have to trust my word for it, okay? I'm not lying. There is an electrical issue, okay? So I'm gonna turn the camera on, we can watch the things together, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Alrighty. Keys in the ignition. Neutral. Let's see if she does it. Let's go ahead and stand outside and see if I can hear it. Let's give it a listen. think it's this area where the wires are split. I'm gonna turn the car off so that you guys can hear it better. Alright, so I just pulled this little sensor off. It does have 3 wires. So I'll pull the back of this off and see. It looks correct. But can't assume, so we'll just keep an eye on that. This might be going bad. And to pull it off, I need like a fucking 3 or something. So, I'll see if I have a socket for this. I probably don't. I don't think I have anything that small, but we'll see. There's no other sensors, so I'm feeling it could be this guy. So I'm gonna do. So I'll pull this backing off. We'll check and make sure the wires look the same, or what they're supposed to be. And then see if there's any corrosion on the back of the connector or up inside. And if there's nothing, then I guess we'll try to take that off. I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, so I pulled the sheathing back, and it is the correct wires, red, brown, black, and then brown. I looked at the back of it with my flashlight earlier. There's no corrosion down the back. These look a little, they could probably use some cleaning, so I'll probably scratch those a little bit. But I don't see anything really wrong with this part. So, once I scratch this a little bit, I'm gonna put this back on it, and then we'll check power, make sure power is correct, and then this one. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scratch these a little bit, go turn the key on in the car, and I'll show you guys what I get reading wise. Okay, it was too hard to read, but it wasn't getting proper readings, so I do feel a weird vibration with the key on. So something's running, and I don't really know what. I think it might be that. I think that's the idle control valve. Okay. What to do, what to do. I think I'm gonna try to scratch these posts off, and then we'll leave it here, because I don't have a tool for these guys, so I'm not gonna take this out yet. I don't want to break it. So I'll clean all the connections, and then I'll update you guys either tomorrow or tonight on if it acts up again or what. If it does, I'm gonna try to run it, drive the car without this plugged in. It should be fine, but we'll give it a shot, see if it does the thing. If it doesn't, then it's probably that little canister all the way down there, and I am not happy about that one. What if the throttle body moves? That's not good. And if it's not any of that, it's probably electrical over here, and that is just expensive. So let's hope it's either this or that can. I'm gonna scratch these posts off, wrap up for now, and then I'll collect back with you guys afterwards. What's up, guys? It's cold today. That's why I look like this. What I did yesterday did not work, so spark plug time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the coil packs off, pull the spark plugs out, look at the spark plugs, see if we can find one that's failing. If we can't, fuck her. I don't know what to do then. We'll figure it out though. So, I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Alright, so we got all the coil packs. It is windy today, unfortunately. I'm gonna pull these out, unplug them all, and then pull the spark plugs out. Oh, joy, oh joy. Oh, I gotta make sure my heart doesn't kill me too. Okay. Well, I'll see you guys when I have the coil packs all out. Alright, so I got all the coil packs laid out in the correct order from back to front. These are the spark plug wells. Each one of these. No oil, which is good. This one does have a little bit of discoloration on it. That might be a problem child. And I think I need to make another ground, because I've grounded this side of the harness, but not this side of the harness. There's supposed to be a ground back there. So I might run upstairs and make a quick little ground cable. But let's pull the spark plugs out and see what those look like. Alright, so I got all the spark plugs out. I do need to clean the surfaces that they all touch. Like this one's really gross. That'll happen from whenever that failed. So I'll grab another rag, we'll clean off all these, try to clean the threads as best as possible. Yeah, there's a really good view of that one. That one's really bad. That could be the issue. Here's the spark plugs. From back of the engine to the front of the engine. They don't look too bad, all in all. They are used for sure. They probably need to be replaced. And they're like the cheap brand, Autolite, so. They aren't like NRGs or anything that's pretty good. But I'll clean up the threads here and in the motor. And then I might swap a couple of them around, because these front two, you see how they're discolored on the top? Those are probably getting really hot. So I might try to move these back here somewhere, probably like 4 and 5 maybe. But first things, we gotta clean everything. So I'm gonna go run upstairs, grab some stuff, and then we'll be back. Alright boys, so I got the camera set up. I'm gonna try to do a little time lapse of me wiping all these spark plugs down, and then I'll try to get me cleaning these spark wells, or spark plug wells as well. well. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Alright, so we got all the spark plugs wiped down. That one looks kind of gross. That one sat in some oil for a little bit. That's my bad. But all in all, threads cleaned up fairly decent. That should make a good contact as long as I clean up those. So that's next. I gotta find a place to put the camera, and then I'm gonna get to work. I've got this rag and then a whole nother rag, so we'll figure it out. I will see you guys after the next time lapse. Alright, well after that, I was able to clean them up quite a bit actually. That one looks a lot better. It's still gross. I'll probably have to do like a engine, like real deep clean. That might be whenever I start getting into like rebuilding another engine for this car. But they're all kind of gross. I did get a lot of shit out of them. Yeah, unfortunately I can't get the threads. That does suck. So what I'm gonna do is, well, lunch is made, so I'm probably gonna go eat some lunch. Come back, plop these bad boys back in the motor, make sure all nice and tight, and then re-put the coil packs back on. And then we'll see. Oh yeah, I gotta make that ground cable too. So I'll make a ground cable while I'm in there. And then yep, go from there. See you guys in a little bit. Okay, I'm back from lunch. I didn't make the ground cable, but I do have a plan for that. I'm gonna go back upstairs. Once I get done kind of putting stuff together, I'm just gonna take that one last bolt right there out and make a ground that goes up to this body ground right there. And that should work perfectly fine. So, I have a little bit of carb cleaner. It's not anything good, but I'm just gonna try to shoot some on the threads of each of these. See if I can get some of the oil off the threads, and then we'll start putting things back together and see where that goes. So I'll see you guys once I get done spraying, and then we'll put spark plugs back. See you guys in a second. Okay, so I got all the spark plugs back in. Recommended, you aren't supposed to really take them in and out a lot. There's a crush washer on them. As it sandwiches, it creates a nice seal. That's probably one of the reasons why it's running so rough, is because it's not sealing correctly, which is why you saw me kind of crank on a little bit. Definitely not recommended, don't do that. You always want to torque them to the correct torque specs if you have a torque wrench. If you are doing it by hand, it's better to go looser than tighter. You don't want them to snap. And if it does run weird, you just tighten it just a little bit more. You know, just little bits. You don't gotta crank on it, just a little. You want it snug, not tight. But now that those are good, we're gonna start putting the coil packs back in. I'm gonna wipe down some of this residue oil as well, and then I'll probably go make that ground lead, and we'll see how it acts when I have to go drive it in a couple hours. So I'll see you guys in a minute. I'm gonna go put these coil packs back in. Alright, well, coil packs are in. This side is all 100% done. This side is waiting for that back bolt. So I'm gonna go upstairs, make that ground lead, and then that should all be good. Everything's plugged in. I made sure this all nice and tight. If you are gonna do something like this, always make sure you take it off the way you put it on. Okay? Don't be mismatching shit, because then if you are trying to diagnose something, you don't really know what's failing. So Yeah, I'm gonna go make that ground cable. See if that helps, if it's the back end misfiring, whatever. If anything, it's cleaner. So I'll keep you guys updated on what happens. Oops, my bad. Well, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll keep you guys updated on what happens. Hopefully it works. Probably not. Probably need spark plugs and coil packs. But if it fixes it temporarily, and that's all I need. So, like, subscribe, catch you on the next one.